So I'm once again probably close to losing my personal page on Instagram again for the fifth or sixth time, which is absolutely fine, and I'll get to why in a moment. I do this for myself, though. Occasionally, won't be able to help myself, and I'll post a meme that will very mildly critique the system, critique the beast. And it's almost like the alarm goes off. I'm like, oh, it's this guy. It's this guy. And then they shut me down. Usually they'll come in and stop me. It used to be 1,000 followers, but now it's like I get a couple hundred. And I start getting the fact-checking and the misinformation and being flagged, and then they just take me down. But what they don't know, and just before I get into it, I've been doing this with Instagram now for the better part of 5 years, having a battle of wits with them, which really isn't a fair one. For it to be fair, I'd have to get a frontal lobotomy, and then perhaps we would be on an even playing field, but they keep deleting my account for various reasons, challenging the beast. Sometimes it's something about circumcision or anti-circumcision, because I'm a bit salty about that. You know, they took the best part of my dick without my consent, and the only time you're allowed to have the my body, my choice stance is when it comes to abortion. That's the only time. When it comes to the government deciding on your medical treatment or circumcision, then it's our body, your body, our choice. And that's just how it is. And that's fine. The thing you gotta learn, and what I've learned to do, is you're not going to beat them, but you can fight them and you can win battles, but you have to work within their own system, with their own rules. That's what people have been saying about the trucker thing up in Canada, and what made me think it was some kind of false flag, and it may have been, or it may have started that way and now it's gotten out of control, because I don't know how you could control what's happening now. But a preferred method of doing the same thing would be just for the truckers to call in sick, because you're working within their system. I'm just taking the day off. If everybody called in sick, instead of putting their necks out and all driving there and parking their cars there, parking their trucks there, you would have gotten the same effect with zero risk. And they couldn't do a fucking thing about it, because you're working within their system. You're entitled to have sick days. You're entitled to, you're ill. What are they going to do? And it didn't all have to be on the same day, within the same week, even within the same month. Everybody just starts calling in sick and staying out of work, would have the same effects. But anyway, you need to use their system against them, and it's much more efficiently, because their system is laid out to favor them. All the tools are at their disposal. They're going downhill, you're going uphill. So as far as Instagram, what I did is, over the past couple years, I started making a lot of accounts. I have about a dozen now, and all of them are accounts that feature either a band I like or a hobby I have that are unconnected to who I am, all made with separate email accounts with no personal information that would tie it to me. And they have more followers than the 200 on my personal account. So thousands between the 12 I have. So if I really had to get a message out there that I thought was important to get out, and I wanted to weaponize Instagram against them, I could certainly do that, using their own rules. I mean, yeah, it's against the rules to have multiple accounts, I guess, but good luck trying to figure that out. You wouldn't be able to. So they think they're being smart by shutting me down every time I reach 200 followers. And meanwhile, I actually have thousands of followers spread throughout all these different accounts that I update regularly and I comment on regularly. And sometimes when I want a post to get more attention, I use the other accounts to boost that post by liking, commenting on it, and it will jump from 20 likes to 200 likes. Now, I don't do that often because you don't want to attract attention. I still want to remain able to do what I'm doing, but it's just a example of how you can use their rules to effectively fight them. Not beat them. You're not going to beat them, and that's fine, but you can fight them. You just have to do it smart. So yeah, my personal page on Instagram it's just pictures of Hawaii and punk rock bands. It's just occasionally I'll see a funny meme that is very benign and not in any way incendiary, and certainly not anything close to what some other people post. And it's like they figure out, oh, it's this guy, and then they begin a campaign of harassment and they shut me down, and that's fine. What I do at that point is I take one of the accounts I have already and I'll slowly morph that into my personal account. I don't do like a complete switch because that would be like tricking people. You know, like, hey, I thought this was a George Michael page. What's going on here? So I like to kind of ease into it. So if people don't like what's coming up in their feed, they can unsubscribe. I don't really care about how many subscribers I have. It's more about being able to use the platform. I mean, obviously, I have these. I just want to use these platforms. I have 20 subscribers here for this channel. Over 200 videos, or almost 200 videos. Been doing it almost a year, or just over a year. I should always go with the second thought because that seems to be the correct one. But yeah, it's not about how many people are following you, and that's why I really can't be threatened, because I don't care about having a following. It doesn't matter. The people that are going to gain from the information you put out there are going to find it no matter what. Like this channel here, I have meaningful conversations with people in the comments of like-minded people. I don't need 1,000 subscribers to talk about this stuff and put this stuff out here. Same thing with any of these social media accounts. I mean, I've had my Facebook at 5,000 followers, had that torpedoed. I just don't care. And they think that they can threaten you with this. But not all of us are interested in e-celebrity. So we don't care. You're putting the information or the things that you want to put out there. And the people that will benefit from it will find it. Like, even if this channel had a higher visibility, most of the people, I would think, the large percentage of them would watch these videos and be like, this guy's just some crazy guy, you know, and they wouldn't get it. So it's not a numbers game at that point. But just figure out how to work within their system, and that's the only way you can fight them. And these other accounts too that I have on Instagram, I don't half-ass them. I put work into them. I love doing photo editing, and you know, I'll spend hours a day sometimes just doing that. And they're pretty varied interests. Like a lot of them are musical bands I like. I made a fan page for a friend of mine. She's an artist, musician, but still, it's just kind of funny. I just have a lot of different places I can go and resources I can use if need be. So if I ever have to get that one message out there that I need people to have, I could use all of them at once, or I could post it on one and just bump it up with all the others. Work in their systems. Stay in their systems. Once you get outside their systems, they can smack you down. And as always, don't blame the teacher, blame the school.